Good morning. It is 7:29 a.m. on Tuesday, May the 3rd, 2022. I'm Christiana Ellis and I just got up. This is 5 more minutes. Feeling much better today than yesterday, that's for sure. Yeah. Physically, that is, of course. I'm not gonna really get into the political news so much as to certainly acknowledge that I'm aware of it and just feel like I'm not up for talking coherently about it right now. Not that I get into politics all that often here, but anyway, though, yesterday was pretty uneventful, all things considered, just because, in terms of, back to, personal stuff. I had some plans that I needed to cancel aside from just taking the day off sick, but yeah, I was just out of it for a lot of the day, eating bland foods and playing Lego Star Wars, watching cartoons. That was about what I got up to yesterday. Uh, Lego Star Wars, now that I've played a fair amount more of it, I'm not 100% sure that I think that the new perspective and the slightly increased complexity of the combat and everything is additive. I mean, I think it's slightly more interesting, it was certainly more complex, and that adds some level of interest, but it has come along with a corresponding level of just sort of things occasionally feeling a little bit awkward, like with the camera and stuff like that, as opposed to previous games where it just felt always a little bit more like it's simple, but it's very solid in that simplicity. Whereas this one feels a little bit looser as a result. But certainly I tweeted about this yesterday, but in my emotional um, softness, that's not the right word. Sponginess, maybe, is just in terms of not feeling well, got all in my emotions about Anakin Skywalker and Obi-Wan in particular, just in the sense of, I don't know. People know that story. But yeah, so I definitely had kind of a weird day in my head, but feeling better, whatever it was, stomach bug or food poisoning or whatever has come and gone, and so I'm more or less back to normal. Although I went to bed early last night, and then that made Rocket get me up early this morning, and then trying to go back to sleep a little bit. I was just had some weird dreams and all of that sort of thing. But in any case, trying to, it's like, okay, well, what do I need to do? Back into swing of things today, and uh, gosh, I just sort of feel like, yeah, you know what? It's funny. As much as I do feel better, I'm just sensing now in my attempts to speak for 5 full minutes that I'm still feeling a little bit wobbly in my brain, maybe. Just still feeling a little bit out of it, but not so much that I think it requires me to do anything, you know, as a medication or something. I don't know. It's rainy outside today, which is nice when you don't have to go out in it. And I guess I'm just going to try to, I think, stay focused on small scale today. That's where I'm at. As I try to make sure that I am in fact done with whatever was making me sick yesterday, getting my brain back up to speed, because, like, again, the more I'm talking here, the more I feel like it's maybe not there yet. And then just kind of figuring out, what comes next. Um, Getting back to the ordinary, uh, running D&D tonight. Yeah. So there you have it. That's it for this morning. I will talk to you all tomorrow for 5 more minutes, I guess.